Kumbhathon Innovation Foundation, member and chartered engineer at Institution of Engineers India, Nasik. He is also ex-chairman of Computer Society of India, Nasik chapter. Sir has continuously mentored the different projects, innovation projects at DISC Nasik, that is Digital Impact Square Nasik. Even our students have few projects working there. Sir is a columnist in Daily Sakal newspaper, and he writes on the startups. He has a wonderful blog and more than 150 articles published on the startup. So at the end of the session, I will circulate you all with his link of the blog. Then there will be a feedback form will be circulated at the end of the session. And today, so I will request you all to fill that feedback form, to go through the sir's blog. And yes, those who are the members of the startup club, please check that you have filled the startup form. And if anybody of you have filled the startup form but you are not the member of startup club, please message me, so I will add you to the startup club. I request our honorable principal, Dr. Kokate sir, to give his speech of few words.
Thank you, Bora sir. Shri Girish Pagare, Professor Bora and his team, and
thank you, sir.
All participating students, those who want to have their own startups in near future. Good morning to you all. Our startup and innovation cell of SNJB Savlet Kantabai Bahurlalji Jain College of Engineering has organized such an important and useful webinar for you people on finding the right idea for your startup. And today we have with us expert speaker on this, Shri Girish Pagare. He is a mentor at Digital Impact Square at TCS Initiative Nasik, where our students are also working from couple of years together on the various startups. Shri Pagare sir is a social innovator. He has written many articles on startup in Daily Sakal. So everyone knows Mr. Shri Pagare. On behalf of management and faculty members of our institute, I welcome you, sir. Thanks to Professor Bora and his team for organizing this important event. Pagare sir, our students are good enough in creating the innovations within the project ideas, as far as the academic projects are concerned. But where we are lacking is they want to have a push to make their thing into a startup, convert that thing into a startup. So we need you as a catalyst for this idea to make our students innovative ideas to bring into a startup or a product level innovation like. So in today's session, I will expect that our students will be ignited their minds to convert their innovations into a startups. With this, once again, I thank you. Thanks the organizers, and once again I welcome you all the participants. Thank you, sir. Pagare sir, over to you.
Thank you, sir, and good morning to you all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, absolutely, no problem.
I'll keep on asking this question again and again whether I'm audible or not. So once again, welcome to this webinar on finding the right idea for startup. I wish to thank Professor Pradyumna Bora. Before that, Professor Dr. M.D. Kokate and Dinesh Bhai Lodha, Zumbar Bhau Bhandari, Sunil Bhau Chopra for giving me this opportunity to interact with you students. And I'm really happy that the students, even though it is a Sunday, instead of going somewhere to for a missile or something, they have gathered here to listen to this webinar, which is definitely really commendable. So with that, I would like to start. But as the I would like to start with one thing that as the feedback that was given to me on startup, I have a different presentation, and how to take this further. I have a different presentation. Right now, what we are now concentrating in this particular session, we'll be concentrating on finding the right idea. You may be having most of the ideas which are in a final stage or well before that also. But what should be the basic considerations before you take your idea further and how to start up with that will be looked into through these presentations. So I'll start presenting myself now. Just let me
Yes.
know. Yeah. Pradyumna sir, I'm sharing my presentation now. Just let me know whether it is visible to you. Hello?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Presentation is visible.
Is it visible? Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Great. So
But
now
sir,
we'll go ahead.
I can't see the bottom line. See, finding the right idea for your startup, and below startup there is something written. I'm not able to see that line.
Okay, that's my name. So
Okay, okay.
you can ignore that right now. Okay, fine. So we all, most of the students, they want to come up with the right idea for their startups. But what is the process going on during that period is what is very important. So we'll start with the start itself.
Uh,
Everybody wants to, hello?
sir, excuse me. Yeah, your voice is breaking again.
Okay, I'll do one thing.
Now it's clear. Now it's clear.
So in between, there will be problems with the voice.
Yeah.
It looks like, yeah. So the second slide here I am talking about is everybody wants to become own boss, but most of us we don't know where to begin with. And many of us most of the time tell that ideas, coming up with idea is a natural process. And is it possible to put it in a structured manner? So the answer is yes. Even though the आयडियाज आपण जे म्हणतो मराठीमध्ये उत्स्फूर्त असायला पाहिजे, पण तरी सुद्धा त्या आपल्याला एका सिस्टमॅटिक मोल्ड मध्ये टाकता येतात आणि वी कॅन टेक इट फर्दर फॉर आवर स्टार्टअप or business in that. Most of the times we feel that we don't have time or we don't have money, then how can I go ahead for a new business and all? So it's all just a wrong notion. We should, in fact, when we generate ideas, it's a very interesting session to generate ideas. We should have fun exploring these limitless possibilities, and with open mind we should take further. One more thing which I would like to tell here is, you don't think that your idea is the unique one and somebody will steal your idea. Nothing like that. There are many people with the same idea all over the world, and what stops us to share the idea with friends is the one that it will go stolen. But it's not like that. You share with your friends, you share with the mentors, you share with the experts, and then they will come up with a much better solution for your ideas. So we go to the next slide. How to finding the right business idea can be difficult and frustrating, and there are a number of ways through which we can go for this particular exercise. We can go through magazines and newspapers and hobbies and interests. We will go into the details of this slide at a later stage where we have some more details. So I'll move on to the next slide. Before any idea, you have to have creative energy. Now, if for creative energy, what should you have? The first thing I would suggest is a curiosity. You should always observe the children. You should watch the children. The children talk about, they have different ideas in their mind. They feel, they ask questions to their mom. My mom, why the fishes are not flying? Or can we have flying fish? And such kind of wild ideas come through the children's mind many times. Some people, they are interested in music. So if you listen to music, you can come up with great ideas. There's always a fear of failure in people's mind, but don't, let that fear get converted into more creative energy. And some people, they work under deadlines only. If there is a deadline, then only they start working, and then they come up with some idea. A strong desire for creative energy is very important. At the same time, you should also take lot of rest. This is one thing I'm talking about. Coffee is one of the best thing to create energy for this ideas. So most of the times you will find that the coffee houses and the tea houses which they are coming up, whether the students or friends, they come together and keep on discussing ideas, and that's the place where actually this creative energy is getting growing there. Of course, you must have passion and you must be appreciating each other also. If you get bored with something, then you can go for a walk. During walking also, lot of good ideas come to your mind. There could be some obstacles and there are some other things which you should consider before going for a ideas conversion. Conversations among the friends is what happens at the coffee shop and other places. I'll just give you an example of Germany. Germany as a country was divided into two parts, East Germany and West Germany, after the Second World War. And when this country was made one again, there was a wall in the Berlin which was broken, and this both the side people, East German people and West German people, they came together. Now there was a big question as to what to do with them. So some of the administrators there, what they did, they started throwing party. Every evening there'll be party. All these youngsters and people, they came together and they started having parties. Then they got bored with the parties and they started coming up with different ideas. You will find that Germany is a place where you will find best startups and best ideas coming up. This is because a culture was generated after the breaking of the wall, and that is why people there, they have a lot of creative energy. When they come together, sit together, take coffee, listen to music, converse with each other, so ideas come up very fast in that environment. If you go to internet, you will find there are number of ways to stay creative, the given in this. You can go through a lot of such material on internet, how to be creative and all, and you will get most of the things. You will find that drinking coffee, coming together, and going to the nature, and such things which will give you more creativity in your ideas. Now, when will this business idea come up? So they can come or occur at any point. Only thing is, we should be looking for an opportunity. We should always use this post-it chits. Most of the times, the people who are coming up with ideas, like we know, Archimedes came up from the bathroom saying "Eureka, Eureka." So the ideas, they come out when you are in a relaxed manner. Even most of the people, they come up with ideas when they are fully relaxed. So that is where you should look for. You should, whenever the idea comes to your mind, you should make it a point that you write it somewhere and then compile such ideas. Then when ideas are there are some more things which are going to help you. No doubt, technologies. Ideas may have technology in it or may not have technologies in it. But the digital technology stack which I am showing, Pradyumna sir, is it visible? Hello?
Yes, sir, no problem. Yeah,
You keep
yeah,
on
perfect.
letting me know whether you are able to grasp me or not. Yes, or something, some other movement you can tell. Okay, right.
Yes, sir,
So
yes, sir.
from computers and softwares, now we know internet security, mobile app, social media is one thing which I have deliberately circled. So this is one important platform where you can take your ideas at a great stage, or at a great level. This will not only give you an idea, but it will also enable you to take your product further to the people. Internet of things, we know all, with the advent of industry 4.0, all these things like big data and cloud, predictive analysis, and they're all coming up. AI is of course on the topmost priority. then machine learning, which is part of AR, virtual reality, augmented reality, holographic techniques, blockchain, uses of drones. These are all the technologies which are being used, and you can support your ideas with this technology to take it further and get into the business. There is one more stack which I would like to bring your attention to. Before that, we'll understand what is this meaning of this sentence. Pradyumna sir, hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
if somebody wants to
Yes, sir.
contribute to what is the meaning of this particular sentence, I would like to know from the students or the contributors what do they understand by this statement.
Uh,
They can
uh,
mention it.
Actually, I can tell. Yes, yes. Any students would like to tell what it is, or else then I will answer from your part.
Yeah, sure, sure. They can mention
Yes,
it.
any students
So, yeah.
will. So the session will be interactive. Yes, any students wants to tell what is geography is history?
Yeah, someone is trying to say something.
Okay, so I will add. So geography is history means in the previous days there were no vehicles, aeroplanes, train connectivity was very poor. So selling something that I make in the convert was not able to be sold into America. But now that's not the question. With the internet and apps like Amazon and Flipkart and all such things, now you can sell anything from anywhere. So that is geography is history, I think. Right, sir?
Yeah, you are right. Basically, now you can sell your product anywhere in the world, provided there should be a courier service or I mean things like that which will help you to sell it. So geographical location has gone into the history now. That is the meaning of it. That whatever wherever you are there, you can take your business anywhere in the world. And this is one important thing that the technology has given us, and one has to remember these things in always in your mind. Then there is one more stack which I would like to take you further. See, when you want to take your idea further, you also should know for which group of people in the society you are taking it. If you are taking it for billionaires like Bill Gates and people like that, then the percentage of such people is very low. But of course, you will get very high cost of your ideas, or business also can be growing very high in that. If you work for the bottom of the pyramid here, you will find that 4 billion plus people, they are in this yellow bottom. So if you come up with an idea which is a low cost solution, definitely these people will give a very high volume to your product, and you can sell it to them and get more profit. So it is up to you to decide which product, which section of the society you want to go. I'll sort one example in this. There's a startup in Nashik called as a footstep laundry. I mean, it's a shoe laundry. Nobody had heard of a laundry for shoes, but this particular person came up with an idea that they wash your shoes. They wash it to such an extent that you feel like you have bought new shoes. Now they were operating in Nashik, and after that they have shifted the business to Mumbai. Why they have gone to Mumbai is because in Mumbai there are people who are using very high cost shoes. Recently there was a shoe which was costing 3 lakhs rupees, and the user of that shoe wanted to clean the shoe, but then he was not knowing what to do. Then he went to this particular laundry startup and he told that my shoe is costing very high. I can give you a very high amount for cleaning it. And such customers, if you get in bigger cities, then you can go for such customers. Otherwise, if you're, of course, you always have people at the bottom of the pyramid also to serve. So this is what is important from your ideas point of view and where to sell your product. I'll go to the next one. When you talk about ideas, there are two main things which should come to your mind. One is invention and second one is innovation. Now, most of us, we know who this person is. Can somebody contribute to it? Hello?
Thomas Edison, sir.
Yeah. And actually, people think that Thomas Edison uh, invented bulb, but before that, Sir Humphrey Davy, he invented lights and bulb. And Thomas Edison was very clever person. He took patents of many things which probably he did, invent. The thing that I want to stress upon here is invention is something which was not existing before, and innovation is something which gets built up on the innovation. You can see here there's a LED bulb. This LED bulb is further child of the original resistance bulb. Now one can understand, so this is basically the difference between invention and innovation. LED bulb and the bulb which was earlier invented. There are few more examples. I always like to sort this example. We criticize Chinese people, but you will find that Chinese people are great, creative. We were using this skipping rope since years together, and there was no innovation in that. But what Chinese people did, they came up with a plastic uh, cable so that the weight of the skipping rope came down. Then they came up with this grip because of the sweat, the skipping rope was slipping from our palm. So they came up with this grip, and that made it further lighter. Then while we were skipping, we are counting how many skips I have made. So sometimes we forget how many skips were there. So they have provided a counter also on that. So once you start the counter, you can go on forgetting how many and just see the counter at the end of the skipping. So the point I want to make is this is the innovation which should take place in the products which we look around us. So we Indians originally we are inventors and innovators by birth, but because of the Britishers and the era after that, our innovation and invention capabilities have gone down. Now it is our duty to brush up and further nurture it by educating the students or educating the people around us about this. Further, when you go for this particular skipping rope, you will find that they might come up with something like how many calories I have spent after consuming so many, after going through some number of skips. And it can be also connected to your doctor's database also, wherein if your pulse rate and other things go high up, then he will let you know, okay, now you stop because your pulse rate is so much and your beating is coming up very high. So if you are a heart patient, then also it will help you through your doctor. So such kind of technologies can be integrated with a simple device. Hello, Pradyumna sir? Bora sir?
Yes, sir. No
In
problem,
between,
sir.
yeah, we will keep on. I'll keep on asking you. This is another invention which I always like. This is the greatest invention of this century, I would say. See, we all know the menace of the mosquitoes, and you will be surprised to know that if you consider the deaths taking place because of the deadliest animals in the world, you will find that the shark eats 10 people every year. And then different animals, how they are causing. Even a human being takes the lives of 475 people, as we all know. And the mosquito, which takes toll of about 7,25,000 people on an average every year. So before COVID, of course, before this COVID-19, mosquito was the deadliest animal which took toll on the human health. So, and now we all know COVID is one thing. 10,34,660 is the toll as of today, which I saw yesterday. So the point that I want to make here is these are the places we have to concentrate on and try to find out solutions on these particular things which are taking place. You have to find out the hierarchies in various opportunities. It is sad to say, but there are opportunities in going for a solutions in these particular incidences also. And you will find during COVID also, many people have come up with lot of solutions India was not manufacturing plastic kits and lot of such things which we have now started. Even there's a lot of research going on in pharmaceutical companies and all. So this is kind of blessing in disguise, you can say. So ideas come through this kind of innovations also. So that is what we have to remember. Then when we were in Boston, we came across a book by Bill Ollett, who was the author of Disciplined Entrepreneurship. And his equation you can see here, that if you innovate something, it is always the product of invention and commercialization. If you keep your invention with you only in the cupboard in lock and key, then you will never get to commercialize it. You will never get ideas to discuss with people and commercialize it. So if commercialization is zero, definitely the product is zero, is what we all know. So you should always go talk to people, find out your customers, take the trials with them. So this is one equation you should always remember. Idea development process is one important process which everybody should be thinking again and again. It's a loop again, as I said. You generate idea, then you screen these ideas, you record them.
Pagare sir, excuse me.
Yeah. Please speak.
Pagare sir, voice is breaking.
Okay. How is it now? I'll break.
Yeah, it is okay now.
Yeah. Okay. So the idea generation, then screening that idea, developing that idea further, researching the idea, testing and launch. This is a general loop which we should come across. My request to Professor Bora sir, yeah.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
My request to you, when you go for this innovation sales and all, you should always go for ideation or hackathons or build-thons after this idea development process, so that people will know how to go about systematically generating ideas and the further processes which are related to it. Right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how to start a startup is a long process. Kokate sir did mention that we want to take it further. In our next sessions, we will take it further as to cater to your exact requirement. Right now, because your innovation cell is about ideas and all, I am taking up this further, these 4 points of this how to start a startup. And my request to Bora sir is, if you come up with an exact problem or exact requirement of your college, then accordingly we will guide you further for that particular stage in startup. Because most of the times students are at different stages. Some may be coming up with some prototypes, some are in idea stage, some are using their prototype with the customers and all. So according to that, we have to come up with the solutions as per that. So we have, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is missing in the world, and this idea and vision, making a prototype, these are the 3 things which I am right now concentrating on for this particular session, because this is our first session. Further, when we go, we will go drill down more into the other details of this chart. So idea generation, finding the right business idea is what we have come across. While screening, what are the parameters you should remember? You should always know what are the needs of your customer. Customer is your God. You should always keep that end in mind. And of course, generating highest profit, best fitting the goal of the business, technically feasible ideas, and the level of competition in the marketplace. These are the parameters which we should be looking into during the idea development process. Those who have come up with some or other prototype, they should also remember these points about the technical feasibility of their product and what is the level of competition as of today in the market for their product. So this is a very interesting stack I have come across. When we had gone to MIT Media Lab, Boston, that time we meet Dr. Deshpande, Guru Raj Deshpande, who is a great philanthropist and who has spent about 470 crores on philanthropy. India's largest innovation center worth 100 crores was built by this gentleman at Hubli in Karnataka. So when we met him, he was a very humble person. He told us that look, there are three types of persons in the society. The one, those who tolerate whatever is happening around them. The second category is they keep on complaining about the things which are around them. And the third category is those who are going for solving the problems. So what is important is in any society, if you have the people who are the solvers of the problem, the society will be healthier. The society will have less challenges. In Boston, we found that if there is a challenge, social challenge, there will be three, four agencies or even more than that who will jump on the challenges or the problems in the society and they will come up with technology or non-technology solutions. In our case, in India, हमारे पास तो खजाना है प्रॉब्लम्स का. Just look around and you will come up with lot of challenges, lot of problems. Am I right? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sound problem again.
Yeah.
Voice problem again.
Okay. I'm just trying to say it. I'll disconnect again.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm again putting on my video and chat mic. Am I audible
Yes, sir,
now?
Yes, sir. Now clear.
Great. And the presentation?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Yeah. So we were talking about three types of people in a society. And the one who tolerate. एक आपण एक्झाम्पल घेऊया. इफ देर इज सम रस्त्यामध्ये खड्डे आहेत तर लोक ते खड्डे टाळून निघून जातात पुढे. दे टॉलरेट इट अँड दे डोंट कंप्लेन अबाउट इट. देर आर सम पीपल हु कीप ऑन कंप्लेनिंग. यार रस्त्यामध्ये खड्डे आहेत आणि कॉर्पोरेशनने काहीतरी करायला पाहिजे अमुक तमुक. So all these things people keep on complaining. And the third category is people who come solving the problem. एखादा माणूस असतो तो एखाद्या बिगारीला पैसे देतो आणि थोडासा मुरू मानून त्या खड्ड्यामध्ये टाकतो आणि ही सॉल्व्स द प्रॉब्लेम. सो इट्स नॉट दॅट कॉर्पोरेशन शुड नॉट सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लेम्स ऑर चॅलेंजेस, बट द थिंग इज if the society is suffering right now, we have to have some solutions to solve it and come up with the solutions. That is very important. So, and again, as I said, we have ample challenges in our society to look into and to work upon. So, great opportunities for the students who want to come up with their own startups in various fields is available. Sorry. So, while we develop idea, we should have prototypes. Now, Kokate sir talked about.
Sir.
Hello. Yes.
Sir. Can you just start the presentation slide show?
Oh, okay. I got it.
So slide will become bigger. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Right, sir. Yes.
So Kokate sir did tell me that their students have come up with a prototype and they are in this stage and in that stage. It is perfectly all right. But what I would like to ask him is whether design thinking was given for this before this idea when it was taken into prototype, whether design thinking was given or not is what is important. So if can somebody, Bora sir, if you can answer me that question, then we can go further drill down on it.
Sir, we actually have few products developed, and one of our students have created during this COVID time. He has created a cabin of ultraviolet light, so through which we
Yes.
can disinfect the items that we bring from
Yes,
outside.
yeah. He has come up with a product also. Yeah.
Yeah. So now then he has developed it more better and better. So initially it was a wooden box, then he made it to the metal box, and then he has given
Great.
some visible data for timers and those things were installed on it. So
Great.
like yeah, likewise
It's
updates
great.
he has made. To it.
So he has taken advantage of the current scenario in the society and he has really come out with a great solution. Now, what we want to do exactly with that product further, you want to expand the product further? Hello?
Sir. He will go ahead with it. Right now, he has sold around more than 80 products, and he is
Uh-huh.
continuously updating it as per the requirement. So initially, he was not having the certifications. Now he has got all the certifications also. So likewise,
Great.
he's going ahead as per the requirements.
Great, great. So for him, actually, we will take a one-to-one meeting or another session to go ahead so that we'll understand exactly where he is stuck up now, and then we'll go ahead with that. Is that okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Only see, right now he's having only one problem is that okay, right now till the COVID situation is there, fine. He will be selling his product. Then once the COVID
Mhm.
situation is over, so then what will he do with
Mhm.
that product, and how can he go ahead? That
Okay,
will be the
okay,
question in his mind.
okay.
Yeah, we will go on
So
one to one later on. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So it's basically the changing scenario, and today the world is very fast. You know that they call it as VUSA, volatile, unpredictable, and so on and so forth. So for such world, such kind of world, this ideas also have to be that much flexible, or they should be able to convert into another product or similar things, which can cater to the changing world. So we were on design thinking. Why I am stressing more upon design thinking is I have come across a person, a startup who had invested 18 lakhs without doing any design thinking, and he came up with a product. He made it for the farmers, agriculture field, and then he went to the farmers and told them, "You buy my products." But then the farmer said, "We don't want it. I mean, we have not told you to do this." So he didn't give any design thinking. So when we come up with some ideas, we have to go first to the customers, talk to them, and find out what they want, and then only design things upon that, and not what our own thinking is. That I think this should be okay for them, and then we go on creating. It should not be like that. Then there is term called as MVP, which I am showing here. MVP is a minimum viable product. So during the ideas, when you go to the prototype, this is the term which is generally used. Packaging, name, and other things I am not getting. One most important thing is whatever your idea is. If you are afraid that it is a great idea and somebody will steal it, then go for a prototype, or you take a design right, or a trademark, or a copyright, so that your idea gets protected. Even if it gets copied, you can claim that this idea was mine, and you can show them the papers. So again, idea development process, there is something called as a OODA loop. In OODA loop, you have to observe, orient, decide, and act. So what is happening around us? So on various fronts, there are things are happening in local level, national level, international level, and so on and so forth. Now, these news, when they are coming to you, if you want to start a startup, you should think on these facts which are going around it, and then try to come up with solutions. If at all you find any challenges in that or problems in that, you should come up with a solution. So awareness is one of the most important thing. Or again, ideas, as I said, you have to create a repository. Maybe you can create a group on WhatsApp and keep on sharing ideas, keep on storing ideas. Create a repository within your group. And there are lots of tools, as I said, are available on the internet also. So this is one thing that I would like to uh, take up with you. Once you identify the problem, the second thing that we have to do is we have to gather data. After gathering the data, we have to analyze what is the root cause of that and what for we should create a solution. Exactly. Unless you go to the root cause, you will not be able to come up with a analyze data. Then you can generate solutions. You can select, then plan implementation, implement and test, and continue to improve. It's a cycle which keeps on going. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
No problem. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is one table which I am showing. This we again once again come with this in the next slide. So I am skipping this right now. We'll once again come to that. One thing which I would also like to share with you is what is happening around us when we talk about the facts. Now this is though it is look after 2018. In every minute on the internet, you will find there are ample opportunities coming. Bora sir, I would like to share one video here.
Okay, sir.
So we will go to the video and I'll show you about what is happening. In 60 seconds, is it visible?
Not yet. Not yet, sir.
Not yet. Not yet. Okay. I'm trying to share the video. Just give me some minutes.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will wait. Yeah.
इथे
Yes.
Am I audible? Yeah. Hello?
Yes. Yeah, yes, sir. You are audible.
Now I am starting the video. Just let me know whether you are able to see it or not. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So I have started the video. It's just a 60-minute video. 60 second. 1 minute. Okay, I hope all of you have gone through this video.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it's basically within 60 minutes, so many things are happening on internet, and uh, these are all opportunities. Every minute there are opportunities. Every second there are opportunities. Apart from the one who has already converted his product into a startup, there are many students right now who are looking for an idea to go for a startup. So for them, we'll once again go back to our presentation, and I'm sharing the presentation again. Idea development process. Is it visible? Yeah. Hello, Bora sir?
Yes, 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 sir.
Yeah.
Not now visible.
So this was 2018. Just now we saw the video, which was latest video after that. So these are all the opportunities which you can take, consider, and during research of idea development process, you should take into considerations this into your mind. Then when you go for a product, what you have to think that if there are demand in the market or not. If there is a demand, then only you should go for a product. You should not be producing something which there is no demand for, or you don't think that I'll create demand and then I'll sell my product. No, it never happens. So don't do that, and look for a demand, do your research, talk to people, and then you should go for it. Sir, आपल्याकडे वेळ किती आहे? We can go up to 10:30.
11:30. Yeah.
Yeah, 11:30. So fine. आता मला वाटतं अजून आपल्याकडे अर्धा तास आहे.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So collecting the information from a marketplace is what gives you the demand. And then when you want to test the idea, again you have to go for a focus group by giving free samples and attending fairs and markets. तुम्ही कालिकेला गेला असाल तर कालिकेला तुम्ही बघाल की बरेच नवीन प्रोडक्ट्स आलेले असतात, and you will find innovative products which are coming into the market. So these are the places where you can test your ideas, how people are liking it and all. So we'll go further. Launching of an idea, the marketing mix for information, and on promotional method. So next slide, which we will be talking about, is when the students, they want to go for any idea, they have to do something called as a SWOT analysis. They should know what are their abilities, what are their experience, work experience, or practical knowledge, what are their technical abilities. Even they can convert their hobbies into a startup or into an idea which will give rise to startup. Their contacts, social contacts, family background, that is also very important. I hope, do the students know about SWOT analysis, sir? Bora, sir?
Yes, sir. They have heard the word, but yes, we will explain them once again sometimes.
Okay.
There is strength, weakness, opportunities here.
Yeah, basically this is strength. What are the strengths? What are your strengths? One may be good at oratory skills, one may be good at English, one may be good at sports, or whatever. An individual should make a SWOT analysis for himself, that what are his skills, whether his English is good, vocabulary is good, his physique is good, or whatever. And then what are the weaknesses he is having. Maybe some people, they are not very good at talking to people, or they are very shy. So that is a weakness, and you have to overcome the weakness. Because of this weakness, you may be losing some opportunities, or there are some opportunities which are coming across you. So to take care, you have to also list down what are the opportunities available, and then the threats. And if you don't do a certain thing, what are the threats? For example, if you don't study and don't give examination, the threat is that we will lose our year. So this kind of SWOT analysis in case of ideas for your startup also should be done. The picture I am showing is here, even from vegetables to a holographic image and all technologies and huge spectrum of various businesses is open to all of us. Now, we should take advantage of these technologies, as I mentioned in previous tag also about this. So, this is one, finding the right business ideas, SWOT analysis related stuff which I wanted to share with you. We go to the next one. The most important thing when we come across is passion. Bora sir, am I
Yes,
audible?
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Passion is one of the most important thing which we always talk about. You can see here a person who is standing on lava and he is still photographing. So if we have that kind of passion about our product, about our idea, about our startup, definitely there is nothing that can stop you to go for a better startup. So this is one very important thing, and that's why I kept on this slide a separate slide for this. At the same time, we also should know that whatever idea we have come up with, we should not be sticking to that idea too much if we find that the idea is not viable. If technologically is not possible, then we should not be sticking too much about it. We should be able to give up that idea, or maybe convert that idea into something else. So the idea which we are coming up with must be viable and sustainable. What we mean by sustainable is when you sell that product in the market, you should be able to get enough revenue so that you can further take up that idea into the next stage. So then we go again to finding the right idea, this thing. So we have to understand the pros and cons of starting a business. So as Mr. Kokate sir said, that the cons of starting a business related to this COVID is that the product is available only during COVID period. So what to do next? So that is another question. So now these are the things which I mentioned in this.
Sir, sir, can't hear you. Voice breaking again.
Okay, okay. I'll I'll disconnect and connect. Is it audible now?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So there is something called as a wanapreneur. We always talk about, it's a funny word. Wanapreneur means somebody who wants to be an entrepreneur. And when we come up with that person, last year he came up with some idea, and then this year when we meet him, then we talk about the idea which he had last year, and we ask him, what happened to your idea? So he stage, oh, the idea is at the same stage where it was past year. म्हणजे वर्षभर त्यांनी काहीच काम केलेलं नसतं असा माणूस, he wants to be an entrepreneur, but he will never be, because he has not acted upon it, he has not acquired skills, he has not acquired expertise, he has not got resources, and he has not thought of competitors and financial viability. So a realistic plan is also again very important for this business. This is one thing which probably Bora sir, you, if you had attended that seminar, you will know what this is.
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Yeah, yeah.
we have to understand what is the ABCD of Indian economy. This is a funny thing which has come up, but it's a fact also. We talk about Indian economy. The A stands for astrology. If you go on Facebook or other places or even social media, you will find that the astrology related stuff is getting highest clicks. It's in thousands and thousands. The second thing which we talk about is where is lot of money. Uh, so the B first stands for Bollywood. Whenever the picture launches, you will
Bollywood.
find that we. Hello, hello. So, hello, Bora sir.
No problem, sir. Yeah. Continue, continue.
Okay, okay. So B, when we talk about B stands for Bollywood. Whenever the new picture launches, you will find that the business goes in 250 or 300 crores. Now, because of COVID situation, it has not it is not making that much money currently. But after the COVID situation is over, definitely they'll all start minting money on this. Then C stands for cricket. We all know that IPL is the hot stuff, and everybody is looking after IPL. One advertise on the TV during IPL costs 32 lakhs. Such a high revenue is generated because of the cricket. And D is for devotion. And devotion is most of the देवस्थान आपल्याकडे जे आहेत, you must have seen that, भले be Shirdi or Trambakeshwar or Venkateshwara and all, you will find devotion is one area where there is a lot of money flowing in. So I will like to share one business model of a woman at Trambakeshwar, a woman and cow. So I'll once again go for a video. Bora sir?
Yes, sir, please.
So when I start playing the video, just let me know whether it is visible or not. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm cancelling the. Is it visible?
Yes, screen is visible. Video is not
Pardon?
visible yet. Video is not visible yet. Screen is visible.
Okay.
म्हणजे ते फाईल्स दिसत आहे सर, पण तो व्हिडिओ ओपन झालेला दिसत नाहीये.
Once again, I am sharing present window. Okay. Now, is it visible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And the sound?
Yes, sir. Okay.
काम की बात कर रहा हूँ, वो काम ये औरत भी करती है। वो रोज 4 गाय और घास लेकर इस मंदिर के पास आती है।
Is the sound clear?
बैठकर वो लोगों को घास बेचती है।
Yes, sir. Okay.
पवित्र और उसे घास खिलाना पुण्य का काम माना जाता है। बहुत सारे लोग औरत से थोड़ा सा घास खरीदते हैं और बाजू में खड़ी इन गायों को खिलाते हैं। अब अगर हम ध्यान से सोचें तो यह औरत का काम एक बेहतरीन बिजनेस मॉडल है। 4 गाय उसकी है, घास भी उसका है और गायों को घास खिलाने की जिम्मेदारी भी उसी की है, लेकिन वो अपना काम दूसरों से करवा रही है और ऊपर से पैसे भी कमा रही है। इन गायों से मिलने वाले दूध से भी उसी का फायदा होता है, तो बड़ी समझदारी से उसने अपनी जिम्मेदारी को पैसे कमाने के एक तरीके में तब्दील कर दिया है। अब ऐसा भी नहीं कह सकते कि वो लोगों को बेवकूफ बना रही है। लोग घास खरीद कर गायों को खिलाने के लिए राजी हैं, क्योंकि मुंबई जैसे महानगर में उन्हें पुण्य का काम करने को मिल रहा है। लोग पुण्य कमाकर खुश हैं और ये औरत कुछ पैसे कमा रही है। इट्स म्यूचुअल बेनिफिट।
So, could you see the presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was perfectly visible, audible. No problem.
Great. So this was a model of that business model of that lady from Mumbai. So such models we can also develop. This is again based on the devotion of the people. Uh, yeah. So we'll go to the slide again. Presentation show. Okay. Is the presentation visible now? Bora sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is the model of business model of that lady, and it was very interesting. So even a simple, we can say Anadi people also, they have great business models with them. So these two things which I have highlighted here is the creative thinking and brainstorming. These are the two important things which you should go for when you want to generate ideas, when you create groups, and when you want to go for coming up with some viable solutions to the challenges which you have identified. Then creative thinking and brainstorming. These are very important things which one should look for. So crowdfunding and other things which we will not go right now, though I have mentioned in this, we will go to it at a later stage. Now, this is one thing which I wanted to share with you. Most of the people, they may not know that the first air taxi in India is getting manufactured in Nashik. I mean, it's on trial basis. I have seen this model. This is basically a drone, which they are converting into a four-seater air taxi. So, Bora sir?
Ha, sir.
Hello? Are you able to hear me? Yeah. So this is one model which is coming up. Now what our students or we should be thinking is, we should have the vision that when this air taxi comes into picture, what are the things that might be needed in the future. So whenever such new products or things come up, then through magazines or newspaper, when we come to know about it, or maybe industrial publications and reports, then we should be thinking ahead of it. Even when there are GRs by the government, when there are, they call it as government regulations, they are published on the site of the government, Maharashtra government or central government. And whenever such GRs come into picture, we should be finding ideas that gets generated because of these regulations, because some of the products which people were earlier using, for example, there's a ban on plastic. So you want to have products which are not having plastics, or you want to have a substitute for that. So there are opportunities in that also. The most important thing which I wanted to share with you is the customer pain point. While you generate the ideas, this is the topmost thing which you should remember in. Here, I would like to sort two examples. One is one of my friend who was in Nasik Road. Bora sir? Hello?
Ha, sir.
Ah,
Ha, sir. Yes.
If I'm not audible, let me know immediately, because I'm not seeing the chat.
No problem, sir. I am attentive. I will let you know.
Okay, fine. So these are the two examples I am sorting. One is a garlic. Garlic, आपला लसूण सोलणं हा एक गृहिणींचा सगळ्यात किचकट प्रकार असतो, की ज्याचा लसणाचा वास पण हाताला लागतो, आणि तुमची नखं जर नुकतीच कापलेली असतील तर त्याची आतमध्ये झणझण होते बोटांना, आणि हा एक किचकट प्रकार असतो. सो व्हॉट दिस पर्सन फ्रॉम नाशिक रोड डिड, ही क्रिएटेड अ मशीन, लसूण सोलण्याचं मशीन तयार केलं त्याने सरळ, आणि ते मशीन तयार करून सोललेलं लसूण तो बाजारात जाऊन विकतो. आता आजकाल सगळीकडेच मिळतात, पण जेव्हा हे 3-4 वर्षापूर्वी नवीन सुरू केलं होतं त्यांनी, त्यावेळेस देयर इज अ व्हेरी हाय डिमांड, अँड टुडे ऑल्सो ही हॅज गॉट हाय डिमांड. नाउ व्हेन द रेस्टॉरंट्स आर स्टार्टिंग, द रेस्टॉरंट पीपल बाय at a large quantity, and today he is earning, I mean, before the COVID he was earning 10,000 rupees as a pure profit after the sales. So there are opportunities in that. One more opportunity that I came across and always sought this example is a shutter man. So customer pain point, when we talk about this, shutter man is a person from Ahmedabad who goes to every shop in the morning and he observes the person or the shopkeeper who is opening the shutter. Most of the times what happens is, when the shutter is opened, it is always rusted or very tight, and the shopkeeper is fed up of putting in a lot of efforts. Some people who are having spondylitis and other things, they are also not able to put in efforts to take up the shutter. This shutter man has a business. He has 2 3 equipments with him. एक हाथोड़ी है, एक screwdriver है, and some grease is there. What he does is he goes to the shopkeepers और उससे बात करता है कि मैं एक उंगली से आपको शटर ऊपर करने की प्रोविजन करके देता हूँ. But the shopkeeper is already annoyed. So he says, अरे भाई बहुत अच्छी बात है, आप करके दे दो. Then the shutter man works on the shutter for maybe 10 15 minutes and charges 200 rupees for that. Means what he has done is he has exactly identified the pain point. Half of the day he works, and then the rest of the half of the day he enjoys. So there are opportunities in everything. What we should look into is basically where the customer pain point is there. Then this is a kickback and other allowing our imagination a free rein and go ahead hunting. Again, regarding ideas, they can be very crazy. During brainstorming, when you come up, there'll be a lot of creative solutions coming up. And even if the idea is crazy, don't stop the person from generating. Only thing is you should keep on recording the ideas. There has to be a very free and open environment, and each and every participant should contribute for the brainstorming and idea generation activities. So if you have people from diverse experience, then you will find that the ideas that are generating are very rich. So this is what you should look for while generating ideas. Okay. So again, the person or the mentor who is going through this session, he should think of one thing, that he should not give any judgment. He should not stop the students from coming up with ideas. और ये अच्छी नहीं, नहीं ऐसा नहीं होगा, ऐसा होता नहीं, हमारा experience ऐसा है. Don't come up with that. Just let it grow naturally. So the spirit of non-judgment has to be there, and open mind has to be there. This is one thing which you will find on internet also. I have just jotted down. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this and go through each and every point of this. So
sir, please disconnect and connect the voice again. Please disconnect and connect the audio again.
Yeah. Is it okay now?
Yes sir. Hello? Fine.
So we are coming to the end of the session now. In 5-6 slides and maybe 1 or 2 videos I will show. So this business idea, 20 business ideas you can find out from internet and all. I am not going into the details of this. You may take screenshot of this and then go through it at leisure. Okay. So this we have already talked about, suspending judgment and recording of every idea. What we should be interested during brainstorming is quantity of ideas and not the quality of ideas. People generally concentrate on the quality, and then they miss some ideas which even though looks foolish but can further get developed into a great idea. And you have to encourage the participants by giving some prizes to them and all, so that this culture of innovation and startup gets ingrained in the students coming up. So you have to involve everyone. There's cross fertilization and all these points you should always remember. So just suspending judgment we have already talked about. Then good idea or a good business idea, this also we have talked about. Most important is customers. You have to have a customer and you have to understand the needs of the customer. Without customer, don't go for a product. This is a famous saying of Dean Brown. He says all you need to have a business is a customer, and if you don't have a customer, then you don't have a business. It is a hobby. So if you want to hobby and then you have ideas for that, well, go ahead, but then you will not get money out of it. It will just remain a hobby throughout your life. So you have to decide what to do about it. So with that, uh, we will again come to two more important points: is plan and share. I was told that by some people that they don't share ideas with uh, the other people. It should not happen. You share your ideas, you share with your friends, and you share with other entrepreneurs, people who are having a lot of experience, and let the idea develop. Just because I have a great idea and I'm keeping it in cupboard and lock and key is not going to help you. Nobody has time to steal your idea, and nobody has time to work on it. You are the only person who is going to work on it. So share the ideas with people. One more important thing about idea is it has to be smart. Am I audible, Bora sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is a smart idea? One most important thing is idea should be very simple and very specific. The second one is it should be measurable. You should be able to measure the impact of that idea. Third one is it should be attainable, possible to attain. Then the fourth one is smart. R stands for relevant, and it should be always a time based. It's not should not be like one upreneur. एक साल भर आइडिया जस्ट उसके मन में है, नेक्स्ट ईयर भी आता है, तो इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक दैट. सो टाइम बाउंड, यू हैव टू सेट योर ओन टाइम एंड एक्ट.
Sir, voice is breaking here.
ओके, ब्रेकिंग ऑफ वॉइस, हाँ याचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे का?
आता येतोय सर व्यवस्थित.
ओके, हा ना, मध्येच येणारा नेटवर्कचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे ऍक्च्युअली. बट
हो, नेटवर्क कमी जास्त होतं ना, त्याच्यासोबत ते प्रॉब्लेम.
हा, एक्झॅक्टली.
But then we have in Indian juggernaut, we can disconnect and connect again.
So this is again, yes, that is also true. So this is again area for our opportunity for improving, and you have found a solution also on that. That's great. Fine. So we are now coming to the end of the presentation. There are 3-4 slides which are left, okay. So smart idea is what we should look for. Then dream big and focus on the details of the idea that is needed. Turning your dreams into reality when you think of. Then these are the two things which you should always remember. Another thing is getting the right balance between the two aspects. That is a real challenge, because you dream something and the reality is always different. So that is where you have to really act upon. And if you really want to convert your dream into reality, it's a great challenge. But then again, when you do that in reality, then there's nothing like, nobody can stop you in that. There's an example of Walt Disney which they have given, who has created a cartoon like Mickey Mouse. This Mickey Mouse has brought joys to millions of people. Even elder people also, they are fond of this particular cartoon. So this particular gentleman, he was a dreamer also. He used to dream a lot, but at the same time, he was also a realist, and he was also a spoiler. So when he was asked, okay, are you just a creative one? So he said, no. When I come to the studio, or when he comes to the place, there are actually 3 different worlds: the dreamer, the realist, and the spoiler. And you never know which one was coming to the meeting. So when you go for ideas and all other things, imaginations and planning, these are the things that are going to happen when you go through this ideation. So last 5 points which are there has to be 5 main ways of measuring your business success. One is profitability. Second one is job creation, how many jobs it is creating. And by counting the number of employees, you can always do that. Then the market share, how big is the business, whether it is going to sustain in the future. Customer satisfaction is one thing which we always should look into. And the 5th one is socio-economic and ethical considerations. So if there are products which are suitable for environment, the society will definitely go for it. And of course, ethical practices has to be there. Today, there are lots of unethical practices that are going on in many businesses, and those also should be stopped. I mean, you can start ideas or you can come up ideas to stop those malpractices or unethical practices in the society, and that can become your startup also. So with that, now we will come to DISC, which is Digital Impact Square. I hope most of the students know about it. Bora sir?
Yeah, yes, they have heard the word, and
Yes.
those who are in the final year or third year, they people know it more better.
Okay.
But
So
new
what
students,
I'll do
yeah.
is, we have covered 2 points of these 4 stages of the digital impact square. They have 4 stages: spot, probe, grow, and scale. There's a video I would like to show. So I'll start with the video. Are you stop presenting? Present now. A window. Cancel करो.
Sir, can't see.
Okay, okay. I'm working on it.
Square is an open innovation platform meant for creating social impact and enhancing lives of billions.
परत करावा तुम्ही. Is it visible? Bora sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now visible.
Okay, now I'm starting the video also. Just let me know if there is a sound or not.
Yes, sir. Sound is also okay.
Great, thank you.
Digital Impact Square is an open innovation platform meant for creating social impact and enhancing lives of billions of people while fostering a startup culture across India. It is a place for solving real-life challenges in social themes. Here, innovators collaborate with citizens, government, academia, and industry.
गरज झालं पाहिजे पण मग आपल्याला वेळेवर गाडी नाही
रेग्युलर युजर आहे त्यांना आता सगळं टायमिंग वगैरे त्यांना माहिती असतात पण आपली बस काय लेट झाली का नाही हे पण त्यांना कळू शकतं whenever or whatever is a problem you can approach the highest authority in the corporation, that is me, at any point of time. I look at innovation in 3 buckets, if you would. You have to create with freedom, you have to nurture with passion, and you have to change with detachment.
We are delighted to work with TCS to think about how can we create a next generation of innovators. Using computation as the core, how can we solve problems that seem very difficult for large companies, for governments, or startups, or for academic institutes to work on individually, but together we can solve them.
The journey begins by signing up on our portal and proposing a solution to one of our challenges. Based on the responses, our mentors handpick finalists from thousands of applicants. The selected finalists compete for a few days by showcasing their knowledge in design thinking, user experience mapping, and rapid prototyping. Winners from this rigorous competition are finally invited to join Digital Impact Square as innovators. Once at Digital Impact Square, innovators with diverse skills come together to solve one challenge which is very dear to the government and the citizen. Here they spend up to 2 months with stakeholders using design thinking methods to refine the challenge statement. Up to 4 months are further spent in creating and testing digital technologies through rapid prototyping, user testing, and running controlled pilots. Using agile methodologies, innovators ensure they can quickly adapt their products based on feedback they receive. At the end of the probe phase, the teams present their findings to the key stakeholders, who give them the green light to move on to the grow and scale phase of their innovation, where they may spend another 6 months making their product market ready and scaling it to multiple geographies. Finally, helping them turn from an ideator to an entrepreneur.
जो बच्चे भंगार उठाते थे, अब ये मोबाइल ऐप के द्वारा मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है वो अभी स्कूल बैग उठाएंगे.
म्हणजे जेव्हा येईल ते आम्हाला तिथे भेटणार आहे, आम्ही लगेच त्याच्यामध्ये भरणार आहे. मला रिक्स नका लवकर आम्हाला सांगितलं आणि आम्ही लगेच
The culture,
Working environment over here.
It's really awesome.
pretty amazing, really helpful,
Great experience.
It was really fun.
Inspiration in the supermarket.
very good experience.
It's very pleasant.
So I think for all of you who are innovators, eager to start doing something new, this is a perfect starting point. It helps you launch yourself from being an ideator to eventually potentially becoming an entrepreneur.
Okay. The video has finished. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now we will go back to the presentation. And hello. Visible. Okay. Is the presentation visible now? Hello?
No, sir, not yet. Presentation is not visible here. Hi.
Is it? Is it now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now.
Okay. Last 2-3 slides. This is one product which has come up from Digital Impact Square. I want to share. See, what happens is most of the times the students or the innovators, when they are talking about any innovations or any ideas that they are coming up, what mistake they do actually is they don't go to the market. For example, a team of students was asked to work on the challenges of the visually impaired people, the blinds. And the students worked on them. The students thought that the blind are not able to see anything. So we have to create one stick and there'll be a sensor on that. And when something comes in their way, the sensor will work and tell them that there's some hindrance and all. So this is what the students thought. And then they created a stick and everything. But when they went to and meet these people, the blind or the visually challenged, they said, we don't want any stick or something like that. Because their 6 senses are so powerful that they can even work much efficiently than a person who is having eyes. Am I making myself clear, Bora sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you are creating one product for the visually challenged people, but then it is found that they don't want it. Then what they really wanted is they wanted something to study. They wanted to go for MPSC, they wanted to go for UPSC exam, but they were not able to study because they were not able to read the books. And they wanted somebody to read it for them, which is not practically possible. Then the recorded cassettes also were not audible properly. The quality was not good, the sound was not proper, and so on and so forth. So the team at Digital Impact Square, they came up with a product called as a keyboard, which is visible in the slide. Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir.
So this keyboard is a product on which if you keep a piece of paper in 14 language, whatever you write on that, that is read by this keyboard device and it is available to you in audio format. And there are so many improvements later on they made in this that it was really helpful to the visually challenged people who came up with flying colors in exams because of this. So try to understand one more important point in this is you should create for the society that's what is needed and not what the innovator thinks. So with that, there is one more thing which I wanted to show you here. Kalyani Shinde, she is a girl from a village like Lasalgaon. We all know India is called as a kitchen for India. Nashik is called as a kitchen for India because of the onion market here. 60% of the onion is produced here. And the major problem which is faced in onions is when it starts getting rotting, 40% of it gets rotten when the person identifies it. So what this lady did was she created a sensor, and that sensor is now giving indication when the onion gets rotten at 4%. So 36% of the rotting of the onion can be stopped because of her device. Today she is getting very high demand for her product. She has designed a storage facility which does not allow the onion to rot easily. So there's a proper ventilation and all such things are there. So what is important is she has captured a proper business idea for herself, and you will find that in local situation itself you will get number of ideas which you can convert further into startups. So with that, I think last thing which I would like to tell you is you have to create a team. When you go for ideation, you have to have members in the team, like there should be a design mentor, industry experts, management guru, then web and Android developers. Then there should be people who will be doing midnight coding for you and design down, of course,
So,
hardware
so
needs.
voice is breaking again.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the second last slide which I thought I'll share with you. So when you make a team, you should have this. Now, while generating this idea, you should also have a team which you can nurture through this multidisciplinary team members, uh, innovation coach and hardware geeks, and everybody should be there, and they can maybe work in different teams also separately. So with that, I think I would like to end my presentation here. My details are mentioned here. If you want to contact me, Bora sir is always there, and Sangvi sir, I don't know whether he is there, but they will always be in touch with me when you want. So thank you once again. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. I hope I have completed in time. If there are any questions, then we can take up. Hello.
Sir, mobile number
Yes,
is
sir. Ganesh,
Mobile.
you can connect me, and so then I can connect you with him.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yeah, it is visible, sir.
Yeah, it was there at the bottom. And the mail ID is also visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great.
So what I will suggest you all is please go through
Yeah.
his blog, go through the different columns that he have written, so you get some ideas that what is actually going on around. And whenever you try to connect to the people, what you do is you just put a WhatsApp message or SMS before making a call. Okay, so you try to communicate through the messages first, and take the time of sir, and then you call him, right? Or the best way is you go through me, so we can have the connections.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, definitely.
anybody has any sort of questions? Sir, what documents are required for company registration? That is the question.
Hmm. Just a moment.
Uh,
If you, I would suggest, hello?
ha, sir, yes, you are audible.
Basically, these all questions come when you go for a startup. So, if you want to go for a startup, then there are number of documents which are required, but those are all required in soft format. I'll just let you know which are the documents required. First of all, you should go to the startup India site, then incorporate your business, you have to register with Startup India. They have mentioned the list of documents to be uploaded, and that is to be uploaded in the PDF format. Then there will be questions they will be asking you whether you would like to avail tax benefits and all. Those questions you have to answer on that site, and finally you can self-certify yourself for various conditions which they are talking about, and then immediately you will get a recognition number, and you can start up following with them in that. There are a number of these things, documents that are required. So let him go to the site. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if he goes to the site, you will find the number of things. Okay.
So yes, anybody, any more question related to idea generation? So remaining things will come later on. You can ask me through our club, and then we will answer you all. Anything related to idea generation? Anybody wants to ask anything more? Okay. So I would like to thank Shri Girish ji Pagare sir for guiding us through this idea generation process. And yes, to my principal, management, and all my teammates, thank you all. And yes, you all, dear students, for giving your time on Sunday. But remember one thing: on other days, you're already the internet goes on exhausting, and the brain is mostly exhausted through the different lectures and practicals that we go on. And this is the thing that requires a fresh mind and a fresh day. So most of our sessions will be on Sunday mornings, and I hope you all join for all the different sessions, and you join through club, and we will have a systematic process. So the first thing is that we should have an idea. So today, after this session, I will request you all to generate some sort of idea. You have gone through the today's presentation, you have heard the different things. So now you will try to find out the problems around you and chalk out few problems and the solution to them as an idea, and then we will work on those in the next sessions. Manufacturing idea like detergent making. Priyanka, can you unmute yourself and ask exactly what you want to ask? Yeah, Pagare sir has already answered. Yes, Priyanka, do you want?
You can unmute her, sir, if required.
She can unmute. Priyanka, do you want? Can you unmute and ask it perfectly what you want?
There's Vaibhav Kramase also. He has some query.
Yes, Vaibhav. Vaibhav, do you want to ask?
We can do one thing, sir. You already have created a link, I guess, on Google Doc, whatever. I mean, this link will give me the feedback for my future presentations, and it can also have the not only feedback, the questions also we can have, so I can answer them properly or get connected with the students accordingly. Yeah.
Okay.
So Vaibhav,
okay, yes.
Vaibhav has asked that question. That is where we have the idea. Then, what are the economical policies that are the government provide us? Vaibhav, all these things will come once you have an idea, and the Startup India site and the startup world itself is being nurtured by the government in a very big way. There are lots of policies. There is a 5 years tax holiday also for that. Then a lot of fundings available privately as well as by government also. So if you really have a great idea, there are many people to support you. But first thing is you should come up with an idea, and you should come up with a prototype also, and not just give the idea. You should also follow up with that and come with the prototype. That's very important. Vaibhav, I think I made it clear to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I am leaving the group now. Okay.
Yes, sir. So thank you everyone.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, Neha, Ganesh, are you there?
The meeting is over now. You all can leave.
Okay.
Hello, Sneha.